And we're live. Well, ignition's on, but she don't make a sound as I push her pedal to the ground. I swear I never had a ride like this before. Zero emissions, no noise. She wows the girls and blows away the boys. But they all ask how fast, how far, how much. My little Zen car rocks my world. She's a carbon-free, green-wheeling girl. No gas, no oil, no joke. I never expected, ooh, to be cruising through the city streets on 24 lithium batteries. I need a boost. I just connected. My little car is all electric. Well, you say you drive a Prius, well, you're still using gas. Emissions inspections, you gotta pass. Well, me and my Zen roll right by those stations. Coming on home at the end of the day, I just pull out the plug and plug her in the driveway and go inside and have myself a cold one. My little Zen car rocks my world. She's a carbon-free, green-wheeling girl. No gas, no oil, no joke. I never expected, ooh, to be cruising through the city streets on 24 lithium batteries. I need some juice. I just connected. My little car is all electric. Oh, the cost is hard to bear. It's a penny a mile to drive from here to there. So give the guzzler, ditch your Dodge, shove that Chevy back in the garage. It's time to get current and go with the flow. My little Zen car is here to say, and more like her are coming your way. Oh, charge 'em up. Get ready to roll. My little Zen car rocks my world. She's a carbon-free, green-wheeling girl. No gas, no oil, no joke. I never expected, ooh, to be cruising through the city streets on 24 lithium batteries. I can't lose. I just connected. My little car is all electric. Come on over, feel free to inspect it. My little car is all electric. Roll over oil, you'd best expect it. My little car is all electric. Good morning, good evening, wherever you may be, and welcome back to the Brunch Room with Brunch with Deb. I'm your host and musician, Deb Seymour, and it's good to see. I see if you're watching out there. Give a shout out to Beth and Bill and Rod Weeks. Happy Sunday, Kathy Meyerson. Hey, happy Sunday. Happy day after Earth Day. It is still Earth Week, so I thought I would do some earthy songs. Kathy had just watched my show from 2 years ago, so I'm afraid it's going to be some of that. Anyway, so glad to be back home. Still have a little stuff in my voice, but not like last week, I tell you. Anyway, Zen car. In 2008, I bought my first electric car. It was a little Canadian-made car called a Zen, which stood for Zero Emissions, No Noise, Z-E-N-N, Zen. And I drove her around for, her name was Ohm Girl, O-H-M. And I drove her around for 8 years, and then I sold her to another Zen owner because I got a Nissan Leaf. And I'm still driving a Nissan Leaf, and I'm also driving a 9-year-old Tesla that I found used on Craigslist. So I've got 2 electric cars in the driveway here. Haven't bought gas forever except for when I rent cars traveling, but I sold my last Honda Insight in 2014. Hey, guten Abend, Axel and Agnes, wie geht's? Anyway, so I wrote a little song about electric cars. Now, electric cars aren't perfect, but I think they are better. Well, that's my opinion. Anyway, I have not looked back. Anyway, so Earth Day, Earth Day, Earth Day. This is a song I wrote a long, long time ago after the timber summits in 1993. And it was clear that, as with most political things, there seems to be a third party pulling the strings that most people don't understand. This is two people saying the same thing about forestry to each other and not seeing past the argument to the real solutions or the real culprit. This is called Not Out of the Woods. The logger said, I'm sick of you environmental freaks. I got a job I gotta do so my kids can eat. I'm sick of all you shoving your ideas right down my throat. And if you keep on pushing me, the blood's gonna flow. Ain't had much schooling and these woods are all I know. The chainsaws and the sawmills, the quotas I must show. I'm sick of you all shoving those ideas down my throat. And if you keep on pushing me, that blood's gonna flow. Not out of the woods, not out of the woods, not out of the woods, oh no, not yet. We got to stay, we got to fight for all that we believe. You're cutting into my future, it's plain that you can't see the forest for all the trees. The environmentalist answered, well, I don't think it's okay to steal from tomorrow when you can't see past today. You clearly say you'll cut because you've got those mouths to feed. What happens when they've all grown up and you've left them no trees? It's more than just the owls, it's the future we must save. And that includes your job and mine and all our children's fates. It seems you still need pushing, so I'll push you to the brink. If that's the job I gotta do to get you guys to think. Not out of the woods, not out of the woods, not out of the woods, oh no, not yet. We got to stay, we got to fight for all that we believe. You're cutting into my future, it's plain that you can't see the forest for all the trees. And up inside their concrete towers, the timber moguls laugh. A slap on the shoulder, pass the buck on to the politicians and bureaucrats. The spoils of division grease the money mill machines, never accounting for the end that comes from all their means. Not out of the woods, not out of the woods, not out of the woods, oh no, not yet. We got to stay, we got to fight for all that we believe. You're cutting into our future, it's plain that you can't see the forest, the forest, the forest for all the trees. Where are all the trees? Where Not Out of the Woods. Written back in 1993. You can find the recorded version on that, which really rocks, by the way, on my Cupid's Wheel album. Available in the store or on Spotify or wherever fine digital Deb Seymour products are sold. I'd like to welcome Jack William Plum, Rock and Roll Jack. He's watching on YouTube today. And a shout out to Heidi if you're watching. And Janet. It's really great to be back home, you guys, and back in my studio, back here in my Earth Week get up. Well, it is spring, and that means gardening. And gardening's kind of earthy, isn't it? But there are some critters you need to watch out for. Everybody, this is a squish-along, not a sing-along. I fully expect you guys to all be going like this. Squish, 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 squish. We planted the cabbage at the edge of the garden, went back home to watch it grow. Not much trouble, no one really likes to eat them, except some tiny little bugs that we all know. Don't take much, they grow in poor soil, so it comes as a kind of a surprise that the cabbage worms will eat them till there ain't nothing left if you don't squish the little butterflies. Squish, squish. So come on down, let's go out and have a bug squashing party tonight. We'll squish the little buggers as they begin to flutter and our fingers have turned all nice and white. We'll clean the cabbage worms out of the cabbage patch, and everything will work out right. So come on down, let's go out and have a bug squashing party tonight. Squish, squish. Just don't squish the bees, we need the pollinators. Take a ramble through the bramble growing 6 feet tall. Take some berries and pop them in your mouth. It takes a lot of work to keep your brambles healthy and water to keep away the drought. Then those tiny green bugs come along and eat them till their stems fall over in the rain. But we'll take the little bugs and squish them in our fingers, and our berry patch is healthy once again. Squish, squish, squish. So come on down, let's go out and have a bug squashing party tonight. We'll kill the Japanese beetles in their shiny green armor so they don't get away in flight. 'Cause they're loving each other all over our bushes, completely unaware of their plight. So come on down, let's go out and have a bug squashing party tonight. Squish, 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 squish. Well, now that I've got you all squishing so nicely, it's time to go drown some bugs. Glub, glub. Well, slugs is bugs that nobody loves, but everybody understands that they look disgusting and they taste disgusting and they feel disgusting on your hands. But of all the little bugs that grow in my garden, slugs have a special place in my heart. 'Cause they love to drink beer, any kind of beer, and they won't quit drinking once they start. So come on down and let's go out and have a slug drowning party tonight. 'Cause they don't care if they're swimming in Guinness or sinking in Miller Lite. If you've got the time, they just love to drink beer, any kind of beer, they're drowning any beer in sight. So come on down, let's go out and have a slug drowning party tonight. Glub, 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 glub. Now I never would have believed I'd be telling my kids it's okay to kill another living thing. And I know what you mean if you tell me even Japanese beetles can learn how to sing. Let it be. But I believe that every living thing should have the chance to live if they wish. But if I go out and plant it, well then goddamn it, if you eat it, you're gonna get squished. Squish, squish, squish. So come on down, let's go out and have a bug squashing party tonight. 'Cause we don't want to spray them, we don't want to zap them, we don't want to cause them any fright. If they'd leave us alone, we'd leave them alone, and everything would work out right. Oh, come on down, let's go out and have a bug squashing party tonight. So come on down, Let's go out and have a bug squashing party tonight. Or as Axel says, come on down, let's get the Tomcat Elmo bug squashing party tonight. Oh yeah. So that song is by my friend Dan MacArthur, a Vermont singer-songwriter, and I just loved it so much. I asked him if I could record it and put it on an album. You're right. Actually, the best way to do bug management is I don't really squish bugs either. I use copper. I don't know if you know this, but slugs, let's go to slugs. Slugs hate copper. They get an electric shock when they touch it. So I have copper rings around my raised vegetable beds. You can watch a slug go right up to that copper. The barrier also have got copper tape, and they touch it and they go, so it doesn't kill them. It just keeps them out of your vegetables. And beer is an option because they actually love it. They die drowning, but they die peacefully. Also, things outside we use the citronella candles to keep mosquitoes away. So there are ways to manage your garden. I've never used pesticides in my garden. My lawn will probably tell you that because it's mostly clover. But I have a zero pesticide policy. The most I'll ever use on plants is some soap to keep the aphids away. The ladybugs, every June, my hops vine gets tons of aphids, and it looks really bad for about 3 weeks, but then all the ladybugs swoop in, eat the aphids, and then the plant recovers. And I've learned just to let nature take care of itself. Copper does work in Western Washington. Yep. Kathy says we don't have slugs in Eastern Washington. I know. Anyway. If you've been watching my Facebook page lately, I repost this song every year. This song will be on the new album coming up. I was hoping September, but I think it's going to be spring just because of the way things are going. And this song was written as a challenge to a drawing I had. Pardon me, I've got little hairs sticking to my face. And this song asks the question is, if we treated Mother Earth as a person who was sick in the hospital, how would we react? And who's responsible for getting her well? This is called Heart of the Earth. And I realize I need to pull the lyrics up to this, folks. I'm sorry, it's been over a year since I've sung this. And as I was strumming there, I realized that I don't remember the second verse. But we're going to fix that right now because I'm on the computer. I'm at home. Yay, and I can pull up the lyrics right here. Yoo-hoo, here they are. Pull them out and pull them up because I want to sing this song correctly because it's an important song to me, a very important song. There we go. Get rid of this little window here, and let's start over. Heart of the Earth. "11:58, the hands read on the clock. Stunned into attention, there's no more room for talk. Her fever is rising, she's tired and worn down. They say there's little hope, and time is running out. Oh, I should have seen she was sick, I should have seen the clues. Her breathing so belabored, her body scarred and bruised. But I was too damn busy, wrapped up in my own life. The truth is inconvenient, we run from it and hide. Oh, the heart of the earth beats harder each day. Every breath that she takes, she's wasting away. From the illness in her rivers, the garbage in her seas, my Mother Earth is dying because of me. If I could only take back every foolish thing I did, every plastic straw, gallons used, a million coffee lids. But seduced by convenience, I cut her with these knives. The environmental damage causing Gaia's ecocide. Oh, the the heart of the earth beats harder each day. Every breath that she takes, she's wasting away. From the sickness in her soil, the burning in her trees, my Mother Earth is dying because of me. Bad habits are hard to break, but this I must do, 'cause business as usual won't see my mother through. Time to harness the wind and solar energy. Learn to love and care for her and live in harmony, so that the heart of the earth beats stronger each day. Every breath that she takes gives life every day. The hour is upon me, I can mend my ways to heal Mother Earth. The future starts today. Oh, the heart of the earth beats harder each day. Every breath that she takes, she's wasting away. Yes, the hour is upon us, we can mend our ways to heal Mother Earth. The future starts today. Heart of the Earth, my Earth Day song. If you haven't seen the video, I'd love it if you'd go take a peek. It's up on both my Facebook personal and public pages, and also on YouTube. And there's a very, very arresting drawing of planet Earth, but drawn as an anatomically correct human heart. And when I saw that picture, I knew I had to write this song, because I thought the heart of the earth is beating. And just so you know that I do my best to walk the talk, is that I do drive electric. See, we have rain barrels here, so we don't use so much water in the summer. We pretty much quit watering the lawn either way in June. I managed to keep my trash down to about this big. It took a lot of work. I've learned to say no to a lot of freebies and things I don't need. I'm an avid Goodwill shopper, a thrift clothes shopper, and it's hard because I also don't do my part because I fly, and that's carbon intensive, but I try and do the things I can do to use less energy. Everything's LED lights around here, and I think it's okay to use some energy. It's just, do we need to use, how much are we using, and are there more efficient ways, such as insulating this basement did so much for the heat of this house. I tell you, it was like such low-hanging fruit, but this basement used to suck all the heat out of the house. Anyway, those are some of the things I do around here. You can always just, I don't know, I have a Instagram account called Deb Goes Green that I haven't posted on recently, but there's a bunch of eco ideas on how you can still have the nice things in life, but do it more sustainably. Speaking of sustainability, thanks so much, Axel. Appreciate it. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you so much. A little more tea. This is not sustainable. I'm using tea bags, but someone gave me a box. I usually use the loose tea. Anyway, speaking of sustainability, your donations help keep the music going. This is a community and community support. It does cost money to keep the software running to make these shows happen, and anything you can donate to the links below shows your confidence in me and helps me, as I said, pay for all this software and website subscriptions and things like guitar strings and capos and studio time. I have to say, I have the new album. 7 out of 10 songs are done. It's just finding the time to get those last 3 ones, which are the hardest ones, done. So I may have a new album in September, but I also may push it off till the spring, because actually I've written a couple of new songs that are coming down the hatch that might just sneak on there. So I'd have 11 songs rather than 10. So that's what's going on there. Yeah, cool. Oh, by shout out to Steve Wood and Peter Gore. I know they'll catch up later, but apparently, thank you, Steve, for putting my song on the S Factor. Apparently he put my colonoscopy song. That's kind of an environmental song, isn't it? I'm going to end with my song that's a true family story, but it involves pesticides and the long-term effects of pesticides. In this, I know many of you have heard it, but you haven't heard it before. This is a story I could not make up if I tried. I learned about this story back in 2015 at a family reunion and thought, oh my gosh, this has got to be a song, and no wonder I'm so nuts. All right, thank you guys for tuning in. Here we go. The song about the unintended generational effects of DDT. Great-grandpa was a cowboy, took great-grandma for his wife. For 50 years, they've led a happy life. And now they're celebrating with folks from far and near, coming to the ranch to toast the couple with good cheer. And the garden is a-bustin' out with all the flowers in bloom, and the kitchen is a-jumpin', serving tasty barbecue. Old Joe is an old cowhand, wanted to help out. Great-grandpa took a look around and said, well, Joe, here's how. Keep the flies off of the cake. This is a special party, make no mistake. We don't want those nasty bugs down in our insides. So keep the flies off the cake and all will be alright. Well, old Joe was a bit perplexed, not sure what to do, 'cause waving both his arms around he felt like a fool. But a swatter would be messy as far as he could see. That's when he turned around and grabbed the can of DDT. Keep the flies off of the cake. This is a special party, make no mistake. We don't want those nasty bugs down in our insides. Just keep the flies off the cake and all will be alright. Today we know things we didn't know back then. DDT kills birds and makes chromosomes bend. But back then they all ate the cake, no one thought it funny. Not my aunts and uncles, nor my then teenage mommy. Mom, you what? Well, the years went by and I was born. I think I am okay, but I still have some questions about my DNA. 'Cause instead of being a doctor, lawyer, judge, or statistician, I turned out to be a freaky mutant folk musician. Keep the flies off of the cake. This is a special party, make no mistake. We don't want those nasty bugs down in our insides. Just keep the flies off the cake and all will be alright. Just keep the flies off the cake and all will be alright. Odelay-hoo, odelay-hoo, odelay, 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 odelay-hoo, 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 odelay, 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 odelay-hoo. Ride them doggies off. Yes, thousands of dollars of therapy, and I come to find out my mother ate DDT-laced cake when she was 16. No wonder I'm kooky. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's a pleasure to be here as always, and a pleasure to have you in the brunch, the Blue Brunch Room. Happy Earth Day. Next week we'll be back to our regular programming of who knows what, a few cover songs. I'd hoped to work up Carole King's I Feel the Earth Move for today, which is not about the earth, it's about love, but it does have the word earth. But I didn't quite get it, so hopefully I'll have that up for next week. It's got a new cover I want to learn. Thank you so much. Take care of yourselves. Take care of our planet in ways that you can. And remember to tell your loved ones that you love them sooner rather than later, because we don't know what tomorrow will bring. Hope I was able to give you half hour of forgetting your woes for a bit. I'll see you guys next week. I love you, my brunchings. Mwah. See you soon. Take care.